Привет, дорогие друзья, снова с вами Зомбирус. Данный ролик должен был появиться где-то в середине октября, но, к сожалению, я его не смог выпустить. Я сильно извиняюсь, правда, за задержку этого интересного интервью с Treyarch и Beenox. У нас тут Томас Уилсон, глава студии Beenox, которая делает ПК-порт, и представитель Treyarch PC Роб Смит. Всем приятного просмотра, а если вы хотите увидеть продолжение данного интервью, то переходите на канал Трейна и на канал GG. Ну все, оставляю вас с интервью, всем удачи, всем пока.
Well, I would say that what you can expect is the elixirs are coming back, but the way they're designed is that sort of replacing the bubblegum system. But this system works across all three zombie maps. So this is kind of what is going to be used as a way to play the game and a way to have perks increased. But otherwise, I mean, health will be pretty familiar to those who are accustomed to the zombies experience. That's a good question. And the answer is yes, it requires separate balancing. So what we do when we're making the PC version is that we inherit the what we call the build from Treyarch. So if they made updates, we get it. But at the same time, we're running something separate where once we have them, if we need to make separate balancing for weapons, movements, this is where we actually put our design briefs together and send them to Treyarch to get their validation, basically. So to give you an example, in the PC version, what you find in consoles often what we call the weapon knockback. So you get shot at and you have this sort of like recoil. It was kind of important to us for the PC version to make a recommendation to slow that down a little bit or to reduce the level of weapon knockback. So we created videos as a way to compare what was the original version and what we wanted to achieve in the end for the PC version. And so that was something that was discussed among us, among our designers and the Treyarch team, and we came back with a proposal. Same thing goes for some of the specialists, for instance. So if I'm thinking about Rune, who's using a grappling hook, in the console version, once you fire that grappling, the camera is locked. But on a PC version, on a PC game, it's a little unusual to lock a camera control. So we made the recommendations of having the ability to still move your mouse around as you're grappling with Rune's grappling hook. Same thing with weapons. I'm thinking, shotguns or sniper rifles. On the PC version, you have a lot more precision in the way you move around with your mouse. That means the ability to sort of potentially balance the weapons differently so that snipers, for instance, sniper rifles don't become too powerful in the overarching game.
That's a really good question.
Well, that's a very good question. Sleep less, I guess. When you think about it, a day is 24 hours, so you can reduce the amount of sleep so you can work both jobs. I think that's the way to go.
It is amazing to see how many people I've seen post on Twitter and Reddit. I'm taking the week off because it's Black Ops 4 launch. I mean, that commitment from the fans is why we then go and make all of this game.
But I must say that I think we're thankful that you consider that a second job. I guess that means we did something right.
Just contents in game really so many.
So for anti-cheats measures, it's a combination of things. So first we have the ability to talk to the Blizzard experts on their security. So we have security measures coming from Battle.net, but also Treyarch also own security, and Treyarch has been very very reliable. They've been putting a lot of energy to make sure that they could block cheaters, and so it's a combination of all of those things that makes the security for Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I mean, there's a variety of options there because obviously, if you're on Battle.net and if there's a problem there, there's Blizzard's entire support is available. We have the @ATVI assist for on Twitter for problems. So there's multiple ways, and also just fundamentally us communicating and watching. I mean, I am on Reddit more hours of the day than you can imagine, but we look at Twitter, we look at Reddit all the time to see what people are talking about, if they're having problems, and if depending where that problem lies in the ecosystem, we can address.
Yes, and on top of that, I would say that yes, we can. The players have the ability to report, and we're also watching, through our live ops team. So if we find cheaters, if we see people sort of like doing things we don't like, we can ban them from the game.
Ну что, команда непростая. Многие идут не своим годом после отсрочки. Так что ты сначала